This was me from a couple years ago. As you look into my eyes, you can see the despair, you can see the negativity, you can see the anger, you can see loss of hope, no life. This was how I lived my young age. This is how I lived in high school, my adolescence. I truly believed that nobody liked me. I truly believed that I was hated. I believed that the world was against me. I had a negative outlook on life. I had a negative outlook on myself. I believed that I was not worthy. I believed that I was meant to always be alone forever. Now you can imagine as a child that those kind of thoughts, those are not the thoughts a child should have. That is the type of energy I had. That is the type of energy I moved around with each and every day and in everything I did. Now, most people think having energy is all about being loud, being hyped, being overly obnoxious. But my friend, that is not always the case. Having the wrong type of energy can ruin your focus. It can ruin your relationships. It can ruin your life. I'm Mooks, and this is Mooks Unleashed, where I help young men like yourself overcome their troubles, overcome their trials, overcome their bad mental health. So make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe, and yeah man, let's get into this. So let's talk about the right kind of energy you need to truly elevate. Having the wrong kind of energy can truly and is truly detrimental to yourself. It is detrimental to your view on yourself. It is detrimental to your view on the world. That's how it negatively affects your relationships. That's how it negatively affects your focus and your life in general. You need to believe that you are able. You need to believe that you are capable and you have been made in the image of God and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to like yourself. You need to be comfortable within your own skin and believe that I am able. I was made in the image of God and I can conquer and I can achieve. Now your thoughts affect your actions, and your actions are what other people see, are what other people will receive. Imagine treating your close friends like trash, like dirt, all because of your mental state, all because you're letting your negative mental state take over you, take control of you. Imagine treating them like dirt. Imagine treating your girl, your spouse like dirt, all because you're allowing those negative thoughts to control you, to affect your mind, to affect your actions. That is the worst thing you could do, bro. Taking out all your anger, taking out all that malice on undeserving people. That is not correct. That's not the correct thing to do. That's why you need to build this positive energy within yourself. You need to tell yourself good things. You need to truly love yourself. You need to smile at yourself and say, wow, life is hard, but who cares? I'm a man. I need to come up to the occasion and I need to really portray the attributes of God because I've been made in the image of God. You need to truly be happy with yourself. You need to love yourself. Now, creativity creates a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. Inaction being passiveness. And passiveness is the one thing you cannot afford to have as a man. You have to be active. You have to be moving. You need to be constantly challenging life. You need to be constantly trying to achieve, constantly trying to make a name for yourself, constantly trying to achieve generational wealth so that your future generations can look back and really be proud of you and not suffer and not be on the streets and not be borrowing sugar from the neighbor. You need to truly become who you need to be, because as a man, you do not have it easy. You do not have it easy. Not that I'm saying women are just breezing through life, even though most, you could argue that at the minimum they could just, stay beautiful, stay at home, and eventually a rich man will come and take them. But bro, That is if they decided to be lazy, bro. At the laziest, they could literally just sit at home, be pretty, have good characteristics and all that, and eventually a millionaire could or a wealthy guy could come and save them. But we do not have that option. We need to make a name for ourselves. That's why you literally cannot afford to be inactive. You cannot afford to be passive, because when you're passive, nothing, literally nothing is being made. No value is being made. You're not creating anything. You're not bringing anything into existence. You were made in the image of God. You need to create. You need to be a creator. You need to make. You need to bring value into this world. That's how you will receive respect. You do not need the love of others. You need the respect of others. So you need to create. You need to be a builder. You need to be stable. You need to be active. You need to be pushing and moving and trying anything and all means to succeed. Your energy affects every room that you walk into. Every room you walk into, people can assess, people can tell the type of energy you're moving with. People can tell, they can smell it off you, bro. They can literally smell it off you, whether you are comfortable in your own skin, whether you are confident in yourself, whether you believe in yourself. For me, to be confident literally just means to be comfortable in your own skin, to not need validation from anyone. People can literally smell it off you, and that's how they have either respect for you or they don't have respect for you. They can smell if you truly are who you say you are, if you believe in yourself, if you have the courage, if you're active, they can smell. If you're inactive, they can smell. If you're passive. The type of energy you move around with reflects, it literally radiates off you. So you need to sort that out. You need to fix that, man. And the last thing, your words have power. Everything you think, everything you believe about the world, everything you believe about yourself has power. Your thoughts have power. Your words have power. Use your words wisely, because the more you tell yourself you're not the one, the more you tell yourself you're not worthy, the more you tell yourself you're not loved, that energy will radiate. Those vibrations will vibrate. They will radiate throughout the universe. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. It will radiate and people can tell. People are social creatures. They are made to be able to tell what kind of energy you're vibrating on, you're moving on. So your energy matters. Do not take it for granted. But yeah, man, that was the video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. And yeah, man, your support is what makes this happen. It's what keeps me motivated to keep pushing. And yeah, man, don't forget to say hi to your mom for me.